Hi, I'm Lisa Andersson. I'm from Warwickshire in the United Kingdom, originally from South Africa. And I have started a pop-up cafe. So before I started working with Alana, I was pretty much running myself ragged. I was juggling two part-time jobs, two children and a husband and a household, and I felt like I was constantly on a treadmill. I was getting some joy from the work I was doing, but not a great deal. And I had always felt like I wanted to do my own thing, and was at a bit of a loss. I was, to be honest, feeling a bit lost. Um, and then I had a chat with my younger sister when she came in to visit, and she mentioned Ilana. I said to her that it sounded like something that was very interesting to me, but not anything I'd ever considered before. Um, and I was, as always, concerned about the cost of things. And I've always been very cautious with money. My husband will say tight. I like to say cautious. Um, and so my sister eventually, believe it or not, had to convince me that she would gift it to me for my birthday present, which is an extremely generous gift to give. And I was quite reluctant to take her up on it at first because of the size of the gift that she was giving me. And she explained to me at the time that I had helped her many times in the past to be able to follow the career that she had always wanted to do by helping her out with picking up her older daughter and just making her life easier. And so she was wanting to pay it forward basically and make my dream a reality. The first few sessions were the easier ones, I think, with Alana. Um, the mindful money coaching, basically the first sessions, before you do the session, Ilana gets you to do some questionnaires, which basically help to put you into certain types of person, in terms of how you think of money and how you react to situations that are money related. Um, and whilst the feedback from this wasn't completely out of the blue, it did make me think a lot. And it was really very interesting. The next few sessions I found more difficult because Ilana was probing me more in terms of what I saw my purpose in life as being, and where I wanted to go with my life and what I wanted to do. And I was just hitting blanks, really hitting blanks. I think it was a case of not really having had time for quite a few years to really think about myself. I was constantly thinking about everybody else and doing what I needed for everybody else. And Ilana's coaching helped me focus on my strengths, my shortfalls, and what I was passionate about. I've always known I was passionate about food, but it was a case of how can I fit that into my world? Not just passionate about food, but passionate about people. I love to deal with people. And the more we talked, the more I realized the path was becoming clearer and clearer. So it was an amazing process. Not always easy, but it has absolutely helped me to realize why I react in certain situations the way I do, to do with money and everything really, and to realize why I do it and to try to change my reactions going forward where I need to. And part of it also learning to say no to other people sometimes and yes to me for a change, which has been quite a hard one, I have to say. Helping me to see very clearly what I have always wanted to do and never really, I think it was always in my head, but never been allowed to come to the fore. So, and also I'd say another huge benefit has been, as I say, understanding why I react to things in certain ways, and helping me to change that. Before Alana and I started, my martyr scores were huge, which means I was always doing everything for everybody else. And my warrior scores were also running very high, which means I was constantly in just this go mode, which left me feeling pretty exhausted most of the time. Whereas now my mind is clearer. I know my purpose. I know what I want to do, and with Alana's help, it's helping move me forward. And with the whole paying it forward, with what my sister did for me, I want to keep that going. And as my business grows, help other people, pay it forward to them. So improve other people's lives by bringing them into my business, young people. However, but I'd like to continue that notion of paying it forward and benefiting others as well as the way I've benefited. I would say if anyone's considering working with Alana with Mindful Money Coaching, it's an absolute must. I've always thought that I was fairly, well, I'm confident, and I know what I like and what I don't like, but she's helped me think out of the box. She's helped me see possibilities that I wouldn't normally have followed. I've said to her that, these last few months with her have been amazing, have been quite a whirlwind, because my business has happened quite quickly. And I asked her the other day if in a year's time or 6 months' time, if I'm finding perhaps that growing my business further is difficult, would I be able to come to her for a few more sessions? And she said, yes, absolutely. And I think that is something I will do, because she just helps you see things in a different way. She helps you, as I say, think out of the box. And I wouldn't say I previously had issues with confidence, but she's just made me realize that I really can do the things that I want to do. That the sky's the limit, and if you work hard and you are passionate about what you do, and that's the other thing is follow your passions, because if you follow your passions and you work hard, you can do anything you want.